Is my mic getting picked up? Looks like it is. Okay. A little slower than I expected to actually get. A little sooner, actually. It's still 2 minutes for me. Enjoy the beats. I'm trying to find where my mirror went. Don't worry, we're starting soon. Don't worry. Nothing's busted. Grabbable. Place. Oh. That's how. Oh. Tracking head. Grab. Okay, there. Now I can actually properly see my mirror. This is a group instance, right? Yes. Group instance is open. Calibrate. Cool. Now it's just the camera. Why has it always got to be like a super under boob shot when I open that camera? Spouts on. Okay, cool. You can turn off studio mode. Then just go to chat mode. Oh. I don't know how great the arm tracking is right now, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Also model. Go back in here. Every time, every stream. I forget to pull up OVR toolkit. Okay, there we go. Wow, why is that so laggy? Is it because the multi-stream? It shouldn't be that bad. Oh, there it is. Chat. Come on, don't fuck me up. Oh shit, I forgot I left my mirror grabbable so that moved it around. Okay. The drift already begins. Just want to confirm that no music is coming through on YouTube. It's just my regular silence. Because it should only be available on Twitch. Which I should actually link in the no music, just voice. Thank you. Which I should actually link in the description. Same handle. But now I'm in VR mode. If I turn off the VR for like a second, it just becomes useless. Oh man, I got a bunch to talk about today. Like, a lot. But I'm gonna give people some time before I actually get into the, the bigger topics. Talk a bit more about the avatar, the big changes, the face, the hair, the ears flop down now, tail's a bit bigger. Then I went and added the glows, and holy shit, does the glowing just complete the cyberpunk look. Okay, I think I actually want to change up the music. Since I know it's not coming through on YouTube. I think I have my facial expressions turned off. Do I go my personal playlist or do I want to go more dancey club tunes? Start off with a VTuber song. Okay, so how's everybody's week been? Mine was short. I had a stat on Monday, so holy shit, did it feel like a long week? Okay, yeah, my legs are still tracking just fine. Yeah, it is lit up quite well. What I really want to figure out is why the chest sits so weird. The one of the biggest issues for slimes apparently has been solved next update. And holy shit, do I want that. Apparently they've solved drift, or somebody has. God, I, I, I didn't even think it was possible, and they did it. 'Cause that's like the biggest problem for IMU tracking, which is internal magic units. I just know that these are cheaper, and well, I mean, once drift is solved, the big issue is getting the calibration right. Once the calibration's right, you're basically golden. And like, even I don't have perfect calibration. I'm still working on it. If that's not goddamn obvious. But I mean, hey, this model is me. Do I have gestures on? I don't want to mute myself. Gestures off. Okay. Oh, okay, they are on. I just wasn't seeing them. Gotham. Oh my god. Did the update for VRChat come out recently? Because my video player's broken again. And I've been hearing people talking about how Zion Trigger is not working anymore. And fuck. Zion Trigger is pretty helpful for world creators, but it's the world we live in. Come on, VRChat. They're I'm loving VRChat. Don't get me wrong. But they can improve. God, I have that video essay for VRChat that's been recorded actually already. I haven't started the editing process, so I'm kind of wondering, do I want to re reshoot the talking bit with the new avatar? I think it would honestly, I think it would help the video a fuck ton. But it also I'm worried about falling into the yeah. I love rolling the controller on my hand. But I don't want to fall into the trap of like, oh, there's this new thing to do. I should do that and reshoot hell kind of thing. Okay, I need to double check. Chat's just quiet today? Looks like chat's just quiet today. Maybe I should just get involved in something. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do a what's it? That get to know your VTuber. I posted it on my Blue Sky, but those I never really ever finish. So we could do that while we wait for somebody to pop in. Okay. If I stand here, am I on the same side as chat? OBS. No, that's the same side as chat. Over here is not. Actually, I want to stand here. Shit. Ah, okay, I didn't want to reach into a wall or something. Do we want to see the inside of the apartment or the outside? I kind of like the cyberpunk outside. Right, my I should set it so chat's the same side as my kiss mark. Yes, chat is the same side as my kiss mark. I gotta keep that in mind. So when I lean towards this way, lean towards you. Oh my god, I should also move chat. Oh, we're going to have a lot more fun and interactivity once I do hit um affiliate again. Cuz for those who don't know, everybody new anyways, I've been a streamer for about 4 years now. 3 as a VTuber, before that just a flesh tuber. Less than a year of flesh tubing and then a tangent. But I started off with Twitch and I built up onto affiliate and stuff. Then eventually I was like, you know, I feel too limited with just Twitch. I want to stream to YouTube. So I have those VODs always available and they're never going to go away unless they get like copy struck, which I'm pretty careful with. Or like some kind of guidelines thing or whatever. The only time that's actually ever popped up was that I'm getting off onto a tangent again. I'm not recording a segment. I'm just yapping. Okay, chest. Can we work together? What the fuck was I saying? I was talking about yeah, when I was in the affiliate program, they had the no multi-streaming clause, which is why I left the program and started multi-streaming. And then I started getting a bit more traction on YouTube with my videos and whatnot. Elbow. I'm gonna have to do a full reset again, aren't I? I wanted to multi-stream for the VODs, so I left the Twitch affiliate program. That was like 2 years ago. Now that's off of the like you you can just multi-stream and you're good. You affiliates, partners. So I might as well go back, especially because it's got all the good chat uh interactions and shit. And like, God, I honestly, unironically missed doing some 7 Days to Die stream. That was a lot of fun. So I am going to be doing some more gaming streams. It's going to be required that I do 7 days, or not 7 days, 7 different streams, or on 7 different days in the next month. So I'm going to do some gaming streams, just an hour or so, 7 Days to Die, see who pops in, and then fucks with my game. That is like half the fun of 7 Days to Die for me. Oh man. This sway though. I don't get it. But yeah, 7 Days to Die is on the docket. Because there's also actually a VRM mod. So I can play as this avatar in 7 Days to Die. And if I have other VTuber friends that have VRoid, VRM files, they can play as those characters too. And that gets my interest in the game a lot. Speaking of, there's also Raft I should play. Like, honestly, I have not taken the time to just play games as much these days. I have started playing a bit more Final Fantasy 14. I still need to finish Endwalker. Craftopia also has a VRM thing built in. Built in? Nice. Oh shit, right, there's an artist role. I need to do that for you. Community roles manager. Uh, damn it. Don't be difficult, keyboard. It's VR. Oh shit, was it a space in your name? Underscore. Hey, Sushi. Jade underscore. There you are. Artist. Hey, Andreas, thanks for the super chat. I didn't realize my PC gave me. Also, Jade also gave me VIP. Is you a VIP? I also realized that there's somebody that's a VIP that they shouldn't be. Let me remove you. Fuck it. I don't care. I gotta focus on stream. Music a little loud. That should cut it in half. Now at least I shouldn't be competing with it. Oh god, I love the song too. Let me fucking Is the music that's perfect? Okay, I'm gonna stick with that then. Because I was like wondering, do I have to lower it a little? Okay, since I'm back in desktop view, God, these drift. Is that? Oh fuck, that's too far. Uh, because I'm looking at the SlimeVR skeleton right now. Okay, okay. Where's that super chat? Hey, Princess Emmy Bear, it's been forever. Yes, I was the one who made that custom Wargreymon Gundam. I still have it. Really, our dual streaming? Fuck yeah, it's working. Hope you're having a good day, Briley. I'm getting ready to move into a new apartment in a few weeks. Best of luck with the move. So am I getting the VIP badge? I updated it. Like I gave you the do I gotta hit save on the page or something? Oh. Okay, now I gave it to you. Oh fuck, I love this track. It's a banger. No, it's fucking annoying to type. I don't want to do slash commands. I just did it through the channel manager. Imagine saving your progress. I know. Who would? Oh right, I should. Is that grabbable still? Fuck. I thought I disabled grabbing that. Okay. Time to assert dominance. Where the what the fuck? You guys can't see my trackers? Actually, boom, look at that. You can you guys see my trackers in the mirror? Or am I blocking it still? No, you can't see. Turn off V spout? What the hell? It's not working right. Whatever. Like my elbow, it's completely wrong. Nope, I just see you T-posing. Yeah, it's what it defaults into when you're calibrating. And I am trying to get this to fucking work. Have you tried setting it to Wumbo? Shit, that must have been it. Okay. Hey, Tibbs. Hey, it's Claire. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around. I'm gonna. Oh right, both triggers. Okay. Why are you not using your hands? I was T-posing. I was asserting my dominance. What I do. Sometimes I mostly just fuck around. I don't like finding out though. It's just part of it. Okay. Spout back on. Make sure that's I don't want to hit my controllers. Because if I touch my controllers together, it switches from controller mode to hand tracking mode. And then it's a little hard for my VR headset to track my hands with controllers in my hands. Actually, I don't know what Spout does. Yeah, because you're not a VTuber, dude. Okay. That's bed, right? Okay. Ah. It's it's not like accurate hand tracking like it was the first time I set it up and used it. Like I don't. I'm using an open hand. Like seriously, what the fuck? Where's the controllers? Okay. Also, if you ever want to hang out on stream, join the VRChat group. Oh, I can see the history of everybody. I don't actually want that interactable. Actually, I kind of do. Oh no. Stream elements must provide a valid token. Wait, Nutty uses stream elements for his clip command? Oh, never mind. Cool. Oh shit, it's a clip. What? Okay, what do I want to get up to? What should I start talking about? We could start with politics. We could also, you have to disconnect. Oh. Fuck, I forgot I left that connected. Look, Twitch chat, you can hear the song. I'm not a K-pop stan. I just have friends and the songs are catchy. And when we hang out, we drink and just play music videos, and they mostly play K-pop music videos cuz they're entertaining. Go ahead and judge. Not just drink, it's also weed. Iron Mouse has great J-pop. Isn't that just... Huh. God, I want to just rest my hand on my stomach like this, but I don't want it to clip into the fucking thing. Why is my model... Have you shared the model with anyone else besides the chats today? I mean, I posted a couple previews in the Discord. She speaks Japanese. Oh, okay. I didn't know if she actually just spoke it or if she was just, covering. I honestly don't follow along Iron Mouse all that much. Ugh. Whoa, Sushi, I can't have my mods misgendering Iron Mouse. Why elbow tracker? Like, my elbow is facing the other way IRL. Like, tracking is wild. Uh, let's see. Cursed elbows? Absolutely. But, like, which is better, these or not having the elbows, which was like last stream? Yeah, the elbow. Oh my god, streamer bot shows me the pronouns? I didn't actually realize. I need to make it bigger so I can get it at a glance. Okay. Let's see. You mean the elbow? Yeah. Taking a lot of L's with this one. Oh, does the music show up in the clips? Do you have any thoughts on Cat Liente's big fuck up? All I know is she did something that tons of people are criticizing for, which is kind of her brand. I honestly don't know what she did. I don't pay attention. What'd she do? Like, I'm hoping the clips come from the VOD track. We'll see. Oh my god. I don't like seeing. I'm gonna be real. I don't like seeing stream elements there at all. On keyboard. Stream. Not Steam. Okay, I want this bot to fuck off. Ground control? No. Dashboard. I've done one. Fucking. No music and clips? Fuck yes. Basically, she botched reporting stuff with Doki Bird's PC building drama. This caused Alicia X Death to call her out for clickbaiting, or for clickbaiting Alicia's cancer, and then Cat Liente doxed Alicia's real name. Wow, fuck that chick. Get her off every platform. Chatbot. How do I... Wait. Dashboard. How do I disconnect? Uh, what? The bot is in your chat. Part. Okay, cool. I got rid of it. Choose now trying to get Mugen to make a follow-up calling out Cat Liante for completely misreporting the stuff with Banya. You want to help, you can see if Cat Liante misreported any other situations. Not your dashboard. No, I disconnected the bot. I figured that one out. I could easily see someone keeping a Todd in the Shadows-esque fact check of Cat Liante's entire videography. I mean, if she's a... I kind of think of it in a similar way to like plagiarism with the lazy reporting. If they've been caught doing it once, they're going to obviously have done it a lot before, and I'm just not in the... I'm not really willing to dive into a bunch of topics I don't know about and then fact check them all. But I mean, I guess I can browse her videos, see if there's anything she talks about that I actually know about. Parting doesn't get rid of it, as long as it shuts up, I guess. Because I'm not using anything from Streamlabs or Stream Elements. It's actually why I brought up Todd in the Shadows. I actually don't know Todd in the Shadows. Let me be real. He dropped a video where he fact checked a bunch of James Somerton videos around the same time as H Bomber Guy's plagiarism video and YouTube. That video is fucking great, dude. But okay. Good to know. God, this isn't even my... Oh my god. Why? Why? I've had the tracking good before, but maybe it's because I need to set it back to the right side of the elbow. When Tom Scott didn't do the same thing, he totally plagiarized H Bomber Guy's full video. Like, he totally stole it. Yeah. Like, that was the whole how to commit plagiarism. Whose career do you think H-Bomb's destroying next? I can only hope for Mr. Beast. I don't know. I seriously don't know. Dude drops banger videos though. I'm looking forward to them either way. God, I look so wacky trying to readjust the trackers. Okay. Why? They're going in. Oh, right. And a mounting. This is the right upper arm. It's set to the right side. Whereas the left upper arm, there it is set to the left side. Okay, now I gotta do that again. You know, I'm gonna lower that so I don't have to actually move. Okay, now we'll raise that back up. VRChat. How do I look? I think all right. Oh, that actually, I don't have to recalibrate to fix the elbows. I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, what did I miss? Unironically, I would actually bet Grums is on the chopping block for HBG, or I guess the hammer board. That's fucking good. To be fair to like Toby Turner, his career was hanging by a thread. Man, I don't even know everything about Toby Turner. I just know he had some real funny songs. I loved his literal series, but then his regular videos they just weren't my cup of tea. Okay. What should we start with talking about? Because okay, yeah, I've been fucking around for half hour. I should probably talk about something. Well, let's see what was on the docket. I got to talk about the Canada Post strike. That's got some updates I want to talk about. Um, my history with the alt right. That's in the title. We'll talk about trans kids. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also want to do Cupid's Arrow. I could start off with Cupid's Arrow. Who wants dating advice? Like unlicensed dating advice. God, I can't wait for this drift to be solved. But that's next. SlimeVR. Honestly, start with the dating advice. Yeah. The dating advice segment is this time is going to be a bunch of what's it? A bunch of telenym questions. Okay, I should actually pull up those questions then. I don't have a telenym command. I should. But I just put the link in the description of the video. But I also got to think about um no, not that account, the proper one. God, are there any VRChat avatar creators in chat? Cuz I would love some pointers. I'm just trying to figure out how do I tie audio link to my microphone? Cuz I know you can. Fuck, how many questions do I have? 25. Made it to 25 fucking questions over 2 weeks. That's not too bad. Yeah, I want to actually to fit. Oh, that looks way better. That's good. 2025, 25. Oh my god, it's a conspiracy. Okay. Cupid's arrow, come here. I should probably come up with like a what's it? Some kind of intro. Where's the recording button? Okay, I am recording. Yeah, I don't want the speakers. Okay. Am I done fucking around? Never. Welcome back to another episode of Cupid's Arrow. I'm trying to make it entertaining by not doing much editing. Thanks for watching. I hate you, Stream Elements. Okay. So I get asked relationship advice plenty of times because, well, people find out that I've been in a relationship for almost 11 years now. So they ask for dating advice, relationship advice, just whatever. But try to keep in mind, I'm not licensed to be any sort of counselor or anything. I I'm just I'm just a chick on the internet. Take it with a grain of salt. This is for entertainment purposes. If it helps you out, cool, but it's not meant to be life-saving advice or anything. Let's just jump into some Telenym questions. Those are always fun. Okay, let's like the video on Facebook. Why are you trolling them, Sushi? I don't even stream to I don't even use Facebook. Okay, let's jump into the actual questions. Have you ever been in love? Yeah, with my wife. For those that don't know, I have a wife of 11 years this August. So, I mean, at the very least, 10 years. What do you do when you fear guys won't like you? Fake it till you make it. Like, I didn't start off being I didn't start off being the super confident Giga Stacy I am today. Oh shit, no, that was just you hide the insecurities and you speak like you believe you be there. And over time, can you stop VR? No, 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 show me the screen. You can basically I gaslit myself into confidence and it slowly worked. I would make self-affirming jokes like drop something and catch it immediately, it doesn't hit the ground, and call myself a shining golden god. Oh crap. Chat, you've disappeared. My questions have disappeared. I I can't use the internet with this. Oh shit. I should have switched over to what's it? I should have switched over to that internet browser Andreas had recommended. Okay, it's going to be a little awkward, but we're going to roll with it. Not a licensed counselor, and your game is now 11 plus, 10 plus years out of date, according to Christopher Titus. Well, to be fair, I'm still within the dating pool. We're an open relationship, and I like to meet people. Do you still have a tab open, the questions with like you had to with YouTube chat? Yeah, well, when I'm normally just recording my stuff, I'm recording it while playing VRChat, so I'm seeing the world around me the way you would in VRChat, but there's a floating window. Elbow, really? But there's a floating window in world for I gotta relaunch that, don't I? For the chat, which shows me both YouTube and Twitch chat, as well as I have the internet browser open, so I can actually read what I'm looking at on the internet in VRChat. But it crashed. Perhaps I should use a different toolkit. Perhaps I should also use a different internet browser. I'm using Microsoft Edge. It's not the best. It's uh it's better. The problem with like I when I switch into my desktop mode, I still have my tracking, but my hand gestures, those don't change. And that also means my facial expression doesn't change. I also can't see you guys at all. That's not actually that different from regular VTubing, streaming. Elbow tracking making you look more flexible. Fair. God, this is all going in the video. Is it a meet and greet if it's a furry orgy? Yes. Have you not been? You should go. They're kind of fun. Um, I might just cut it all out. I don't know. We'll see. What? I already talked about what you do when I fear guys won't like me. Any advice on getting out? Or, hey, Briley, any advice getting. I'm gonna just start fresh and then we're just going to hard cut? Maybe. Hey, Briley, any question? Fuck. This is what it's like when I record video essays, by the way. Hey, Briley, any advice on getting more social and coming out of my shell? Actually, yeah, I would kind of recommend VRChat a little bit. It it can help you develop those social skills of interacting with people, walking up to people, talking to people, without actually having to leave your home and be face to face with the person, especially in this scary world where you'd rather be face to face with the bear. I love that discourse is still going on. It's fucking. Have you ever tried to fix a relationship that just keeps breaking? Yeah, I have. I'm not going to go into details regarding it. It was never made public, and I'm not about to be the one to make it public. But we were pretty close. Just repeated patterns kind of thing. I personally believe it is important to give people chances to change. I believe people can change. I kind of think I have to. I'm a leftist. I can close some of these tabs. At least I think it should be a core leftist to believe that people can change, rehabilitation. Anti-sociability is bad on Discord, though you need to talk in text and VC. Yeah, like there are people who get anxiety just putting text out there. People who get anxiety jumping into voice chats. There will naturally, logical extension, people will be getting anxiety to jump into VRChat. And I can't really blame them. Got a dilemma. I'm talking to this guy and he prefers skinny chicks and I'm not that. Should I lie about it? No, you shouldn't lie about it. If you want to be serious with a partner, you don't want to start off with a lie to build foundation of your relationship. That is just setting itself up for disaster. It a small lie can be forgiven, but it can also, like Sushi says, snowballs. It can snowball really quick. And you don't want to do that when you're building a relationship. Do you have advice for someone whose partner always wants to be right? Let's see. I mean, when you correct them, or if they ever do make something or make a mistake, you gotta gently correct them and like keep their ego in check. I personally think that's a good thing to do for people you care about. I think if you really care about people, you should be critical of them because you want them to be their best, right? And they can't be their best if they keep making mistakes they're not aware of. My 2 cents. Okay, can I just relaunch OVR Toolkit? Because I kind of miss looking at the world in VRChat. Uh, God, please work. We're going to let it boot up a bit. I will continue with desktop view. Do you think it's fair for guys to pay for their girlfriend's birth control? I think if it is fully the girlfriend's decision, it would be cool if you chipped in. But I wouldn't necessarily call it necessary. If the boyfriend is pushing the birth control onto the girlfriend, then yeah, he should fucking pay for it. Especially if the girlfriend doesn't want to. And if she doesn't want to, she shouldn't be taking it. Hey, Nessie. Yeah, that's the adorable thing about bottoms. They can never correct me. Oh, it sounds like it's doing its thing. I need to upgrade my CPU so fucking bad. Okay, it's back up, but it's laggy as shit. Where was I? Boom. Have you ever crushed on a friend? Okay, so this is a bit of a uh tricky one for me. Cause the way birth control is also dangerous to take when you don't know the effects. Yeah, like I've heard a lot of people say it is basically just depression in a pill. But they can't get preggers, so that's why they take it. Really? Okay. I'm just not going to trust it right now. I will only have boop boop chat there, and I'll boop in and out. What was the question I just asked myself? Because I got distracted. Have you ever crushed on a friend? Right. Yeah. So I have and I haven't. Because like I don't crush on friends thinking, shit, I want to date them. Shit, I want to build a life with them. They're wife material. Wife them up. Get that riz going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I see friends and I'm like, shit, this is a cool person. I like hanging out with them. I really hope I get to smash them. But either way, it's not going to affect the relationship in my eyes. To me, sex is just fun. And yeah, I have plenty of friends that I wanna, but I can't. Or not just can't, but like logistically it's not going to work. So like whatever. It's not like sex is the end be all end all of things. I've had plenty of it, trust me. I know, right? Fuck off, Stream Elements. I guess I need to actually disconnect the account. I'm gonna look into it after stream. For now, we're just gonna tolerate the dicks. Okay. If your boyfriend already had 10 exes, how would you feel? Like, okay, in this hypothetical, I have a boyfriend and he has 10 exes. I don't particularly give a shit. I would be curious why so many of those relationships just didn't work out. So that way I could be aware of pitfalls going forward. But like, I literally couldn't give less of a shit about somebody's body count, how many people they've slept with, how many people they've dated. Actually, that's not entirely true. I do kind of give a shit because I'm tired of teaching virgins how to have sex. I want people who know what they're doing. I want people who know their limits so I can play within it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. Shit. Questions? Where are you? If you're... Oh, no, I already read that one. What do you think of young women showing more skin on the street these days? My answer on telling him, I loved it. I don't really give a shit how people are dressing, dude. I care more about uh rising profits and stagnant wages. Like, what does it really matter what people wear? Let people wear what the fuck they want, and they should not be harassed over it one way or another. I don't give a shit about their clothing. I wear a bodysuit. I'm not showing skin, but it doesn't really hide stuff. And if you really want to argue about kink clothing, technically this outfit, just saying, only my face skin is showing, but people like it. I say if you want to dress slutty, dress slutty. Absolutely. It's not hurting the world or anything. People are just weedies. Uh, ba, ba, ba. They want people to be more insecure about the way they look, so they're easier to control. Body shaming is gross. Some folks are just prudes. Do you think saying sorry is a sign of weakness? No, not at all. Personally, I think it's a sign of strength. If you're willing to say, I fucked up, here's the way I fucked up, that is a strength. To be able to recognize the issues with yourself, to be able to correct them. I don't get why people have trouble with that. Okay, fuck. The questions keep minimizing. It's frustrating. And my nose is all stuffy. Thank you, polyps. Please go the fuck away. Should people in a relationship fight over who's boss? I mean, if you want a relationship about argument, go for it. Let's see. Oh, right. I actually have more things to say about sorry. I will get into that next question in a little bit. What if you say sorry a little too often? Okay, this isn't in relation to my relationship with my wife. It's more of in relation to like people I've met, people I've talked with, I've befriended. I've heard sorry so many times that carries very little weight with me. The word itself, apologizing. What gets my attention, what I like to focus on, what I want to see, even if they don't say sorry, I want to see them engage in behavior that shows they've recognized the harm they've caused and are taking steps to not do that. But a lot of people, it's hard for them to do. Okay, now I should go back to the other one. Should people in a relationship fight over who's boss? No. I mean, if you want to have that dom sub relationship, go for it. If you are two switches that love taking turns and like we're gonna smash because I'm totally into the aggressive stuff. If that works for you, it's fine. But in general, there shouldn't be one person decides everything. It should be all people involved in the relationship get an equal say. At the very least, have their voices heard. But I don't know. I guess I'm just progressive, modern woman. But think it's possible to move out of the friend zone if you really want to. I'm gonna be real, Chief. It's possible, but it's also possible to get struck by lightning on every continent in the earth in one lifetime. Will it happen? You could potentially, maybe. It's best not to. I don't know. It's best not to hold on to hope for like hanging on to the hook of someone. If you get that meaning. Basically, just like, um, I will never date you. Slam. But it opens a crack, and then they just hang on to it. But it's honestly best to just, if they don't want to date you, you should go find somebody that does. Because there's 8 billion people on the earth. Like, I've found my own audience. Everybody can. And by my own audience, I mean somebody who gets along with me like fries and ketchup. Or chocolate cream and pies. You get it? Do you get it? Chat, do you get it? God, my arms are tiny. But yeah, like, if you're only being friends with somebody to get that relationship down the road, then I don't think you actually care about the person. I think you care about the idea of the person and, well, I get making them yours. And that's not the way I see it. Maybe that's just me being a romantic ass, but I think you should date people who you like you actually want to spend time with. Not just they're hot and you want to smash. And you want to smash regularly. Don't get into a relationship for that reason. Okay, what's the next question? What should I do if I find out a good friend is stuck in a toxic relationship? Okay, so this is a rough one. I have actually been in this position recently, within the last couple years. I could see it wasn't going to last. I could tell pretty quick. But I can't tell my friend what they could do. I had to let her make her own mistake. They gave it the best shot, and it didn't work out. I was not surprised, but I was supportive. Had she directly asked my counsel about, hey, what do you think about my relationship with this person? I would have been honest. But without them coming to me first, I was not going to push my way into their relationship. I it's a rock in a hard place. It's really rough, but sometimes you just gotta let them make their own mistakes. Overall, it seemed to work out for them because like they moved on from that relationship. They've got somebody much better now. Ba, 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 ba. Do arguments in relationships always have to be bad? No, not at all. If you watch the first episode of Cupid's Arrow, you can see an argument that is kind of good. It I'm not going to start it back up. Really don't want to start it back up. It is funny though. It is very funny. You should watch the last episode. But yeah, like little nothing arguments over something not serious. No, that's not bad. Why would that be bad? Some people, like me, enjoy the bit of conflict conversation. Not screaming at each other, not well, I mean we yell a little. But it, there's a difference. I've heard my wife scream at people. That's scary. She's never done that towards me. No matter how much I push the argument. God, I can't wait for that tracking update so the drift just goes away. And then it's just figuring out the proper calibrations. I gotta talk with the SlimeVR Discord and be like, hey, y'all wanna help me? Please? Hey Raj, how you doing? We're live on Twitch. Having a bad argument can still be good. Yeah. It's like enjoying a bad movie together. Except it's a little different. Okay, we got 10 more questions to go. What is the highest age you would date someone? For me, I'm not dating. I'm not interested in finding a new partner to date. However, I'm down to smash. The highest I would go, honestly, probably about 10 years. No, it's hard to relate to people too much older than you. And it's hard to relate to people too much younger than you. So, like, I can still sort of relate to people a bit older than me. I can. I was around older technology. I grew up less, not terribly less fortunate, but we didn't have the highest end electronics. I guess that's part of why I like cyberpunk these days, because it's all super sci-fi and like the cool kind of sci-fi and not the fucked up dystopian kind of sci-fi where everybody's like, Rock, is this real? The fuck was I saying? At least I'm entertaining, right? Highest age I would date somebody. Yeah, I don't smash people too much older than me or too much younger. Honestly, my limit, the rule for me, I'm not going to smash anybody younger than the movie Shrek. That's my cutoff. Older, I don't really have a barometer for that one. Let's see. Are you and your ex still friends? And why? So this is I don't think I've actually talked about this one in detail with you guys, but here we go. So I only have one ex romantic partner, and we dated in seventh grade. I think seventh grade. I was like 12, 13 at the time. And I ended up being the bitch of an ex-girlfriend. I didn't know how to properly articulate myself as an aromantic. I knew I cared for her. I knew she wanted something from me that I couldn't provide. It felt wrong in a sense. So I ended up getting a friend to break up with her when I was on a camping trip for class. I regretted that one. Quit smiling, fucking Avatar. But years later, after we reconnected, and I was able to properly articulate myself of like, hey, I'm romantic, and that's what led to our problem, as she was my first, I was her first. Things never got physical between us besides kissing, and she had to kiss me because my aromantic ass never fucking thought about it. So one day she just kind of pushed it, and I was like, oh, this is nice. But we reconnected as adults. We actually had a lovely, lovely afternoon when we spoke last, anyways. We got some coffee, frappuccinos at Starbucks. That was nice. We walked around the park. We reminisced. We caught up, told each other what's been going on, and oh my god, she was aware I was a VTuber, and the first thing, the first video she saw after I was like, "Hey, remember me?" It was my second goddamn smash or pass video for VTubers. So that was the thing. Anyways, I mean I am rambling a little bit, but we reconnected. It was nice. And then I about 6 or so months later, because I am horrible at keeping in touch with people, I will go for like a year, and then I will talk to my best friend again. It's it's just how I is. But when we talk, it's like no time has passed. I love the guy. He's great. Anyways, 6 months ish later, I hear through the grapevine that she passed away from an undisclosed medical condition. I still don't know what caused it. I still don't. I don't even know where she was buried. I didn't have any contact for her family, and it has been honestly, it has been one of the driving forces of why I've been trying to reach out to people more. Try to be a little more regular. The people I care about, I'm trying to be a little more present in their lives. But yeah, I was friends. I did. I would like to think I became friends with my ex. Okay, tracking, please stop. Okay, that's going to have to get cut out, the tracking a little bit. But like, holy shit, I don't even have to recalibrate VRChat. That's awesome. Sorry to bring the mood down, but I was I wanted to be honest. I try not to give too much personal details, but I do like sharing my life experience with you guys, the good, the bad. Call it a little parasocial on my end. Um, do you think apologies always fix things? No. No. Like apo- as I guess I should didn't really need to include both these apology questions, but to reiterate, apology itself does not fix things. It's putting a band-aid on a wound, but it's not applying any antiseptic or yeah. I don't know, cleaning shit. It's not cleaning the wound. The cleaning the wound is showing behaviors that you've changed. Apologizing is just the band-aid. And to me, I'm not going to let stuff I don't care about the band-aid itself as long as the infection doesn't grow. I think that's a pretty decent way to put it. God, quit minimizing, please. Uh okay, there it is. My boyfriend is going vegan all of the sudden. Think it's bad if I leave. Okay. So if personally I think if you're going to leave somebody just because they're going vegan, that's kind of a dick move. However, if your partner, in this case your boyfriend, is going vegan and they're just doing it for them. They're not going to push you into doing it. They're not going to make you they're not going to make you do it. It's just their personal choice for health reasons or cuz they feel bad about the animals. God, the train just left the station. Let's see. How was I saying? Yeah, if it's just because he's vegan and you leave, that's dick move. If he's vegan and yeah, he's not pushing it. You leave. That's dick move. If he is going vegan and he is pushing it onto you, then I would think it's totally fair to be like, hey, this is not what I want for my life. This is not what I want for my relationship. I think we need different paths. It's different if you live with them. Yeah, it's very different if you live with them. And yeah, it's extremely, extremely vague. But I think I provided um I think I mentioned that it's hard to answer because it's vague, but I also don't think I was as high as I was now. Oh my god, quit minimizing, please. Uh, what would you do about trust issues in a new relationship if your last boyfriend lied about a lot? Okay, so you're going to have trust issues from your last partner lying a lot, but I don't think that should be a standard. Like, I don't think you should just assume the new boyfriend or new partner is going to lie to you a lot. It may happen, but I don't think it's right to assume it's going to happen because it is somebody new. Can't judge the current on the actions of the past. However, I would also I would tell them earlier in the relationship, not like first date thing, but like maybe second or third. As depends on how comfortable you feel around them. If but it is important to be like, "Hey, I don't want to rag on my ex-boyfriend or anything. I don't want to rag on my ex. I just want to let you know that I have trust issues due to excessive lying in the past." I'm going to do my best to work through that, but I wanted you to be aware this is a thing for it's a thing for me. At least that's how I would handle it. I can't give you the best answer. I don't know everything. Communication, please. Yeah, honestly, most relationship problems boil down to talk to each other like adults. Please. Uh, duh, duh, duh. Does chemistry have to be right on the first date? And what if it's not? So I don't think chemistry has to be right. There are definitely situations where it the example that comes to my mind is like a couple introverts meet online and then they go have a first date at a restaurant and then they're just both like shy and awkward and not talking a lot, but they don't want to leave either. They want to be there, but it's not coming across with their body language. They're all closed up and scared. But then they get home and they start texting and it's like rapid fire conversations, just two people that need to get used to each other. You need a third wheel? Fuck no. No, don't take third wheels on your dates. Please God. No, no. In that situation, you just need the courage at least once in the date. Hey, I'm sorry I'm so awkward. I really like you and I'm nervous. That's it. Unironically, people will see that as like adorable. You own you got to own what makes you insecure and then people won't make fun of you for being that. And just kill the part of you that cringes, like everybody says, right? But yeah, chemistry does certainly help if you can just meet at you meet online, then you go to a date, and then that first date conversation is just rapid firing. You're fine. But that even then, that doesn't mean the relationship is going to be perfect. It just means you guys can communicate. Might not be perfect communication, but you can talk to each other. So yeah, it's I don't consider it to be a deal breaker. It would also depend on the follow-up conversations post date. If they just ghost you, then that's you just got to move on. I should step to this side a bit. Oh fuck. I opened Google Chrome. Do you think it's problematic when partners keep secrets? It depends on the secret. If it's a little secret, like a surprise, then you're not gonna tell her, or you're not gonna tell them about it yet. But it's going to be a little surprise gift. There's nothing wrong with that. But if it's something a little bigger, like cheating, yeah, that's a huge red flag. Just like you cheat on your partner, eventually it's going to come out. That's why I always tell my wife when I cheat on her. That's a joke. I don't cheat on her. We're open. It's consensual. She doesn't care. It would be cheating if I did it anyways and she didn't want me to. Uh, ba, ba, ba. Hey, is it true you used to flirt with other people in your past relationships? Unironically, please, where'd you hear these? Where'd you hear this rumor? But no, I didn't flirt with other people in my past relationship. That it while I was in that relationship, I was fully monogamous with her. However, I flirt with people in my current relationship, but like we're open. The wife knows, she's cool with it. Is it minimized again? Oh my god. It keeps minimizing. But girl, I've never done it before, and I'm talking to this guy. Should I just lie and say I have so he doesn't use me? Uh, th- that that's a rough one. A, because I don't know all the info, and B, because both answers um have their own problems. Should you lie about not being a virgin? Well, then he might just assume you're easy and then pressure you more for it. If you tell him you are a virgin, he might see that as a challenge to be the first. And personally, what I would do in that situation, I would say that I'm not, or that I am a virgin. I would be open about that. But I would I would tell him I want to wait. Not necessarily until marriage, but I would want to wait till I was sure with the person. I wouldn't want to just jump into it because so often people just want to smash and leave and then ghost and you never see them again. And if you're serious about such a person, you don't want that to happen. Which yeah. Who does want to get used for that? I mean there are I know some people on Blue Sky that are like that. But the average person, treat them like people unless they ask you to treat them a different way. In general, it's good to treat people like people. But yeah, if you also the lying about not being a virgin, that would also like if you are serious about them and you lie about that, it's a bad way to start your relationship off. You're starting it off with a rocky foundation. Honesty is the best policy, always. Honestly, it's just fucking way too hard to keep track of lie after lie. Hell, even just a few lies, trying to keep track of that? No thanks. You don't have to think about things when you're just honest about it. It's just kind of easy. Your opinion on no sex before marriage. Oh, this is a fun one. Okay, so I personally think have sex if you want to. You want to bang before marriage? Go for it. As long as you're not using people just for the sex, why not have sex? Some people have religious reasons, which I mean, I I'm not going to start an argument with religious people. It whatever you want to do, you. I think you all we know for 100%, we get this life. So enjoy it. You don't it doesn't mean be a dick to people. Thanks for popping in. It doesn't mean to be a dick to people just cuz it makes you feel better about yourself. You How many times have I lost my train of thought this stream? We should have like a counter where you guys chat. You can like do we'll make a counter so you guys can keep track and it'll be shown on screen or something. We'll brainstorm ideas. Um, sex before marriage. Have sex because it's fun. Don't use people. If you want to wait until after marriage, That is 100% your choice. I mean, my body, my choice, after all, right? I just personally think if you wait until marriage for sex, it it has a really high chance of building up the expectations that it might not live up to. Cause like sex is good, but it's honestly not as good as a lot of people hype it up to be. Because some people honestly overhype it. That and nobody is good at sex the first time. Trust me, I've taken a lot of V cards. You know what? I think that's how the segment ends. That's fucking funny to me. That's how I'll end it. We can use Nightbutt for that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can I also use, like, StreamerBot? Do you think sexual compatibility is important? I'm just going to start re-recording so, like, I can add this because I want to touch on that. Do you think sexual compatibility is important? It plays a role. Absolutely plays a role. If your partner's not into the same stuff you are, it's going to cause friction in the relationship. You got to be able to talk with each other and be honest and open about what you want from your partner, from your relationship, physical, emotional, mental, whatever. But even if you are sexually incompatible, you can make it work. I will say this. The reason we're open, my relationship is open. The wife is asexual. I am very much not. I have needs. I've talked to her about this. She understands. We're open. We do still do stuff. Not going to go into details, but we're open. Since the question is sex before marriage came up. Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good. Beast with two backs. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I did put the sexual themes on my Twitch for a reason. Kinda because I make a lot of jokes, but also because I knew I was going to be recording this segment. Are there any other questions that people would want to ask right now before I actually hit stop recording this time? Wait, I need to be standing over on this side. That's better, right? Chest, Y. Okay. God, I need that SlimeVR update. What the fuck? There was another window open right there. Sexual themes is more for actions, not words. Really? So I can just make dirty jokes and talk about sex ed on Twitch without having the sexual themes label? That's fucking awesome. Okay, so I can just take that off. I'm pretty sure I at least need to have the political label, right? Because I do talk about politics and people are bitch babies. Okay, I do think it does. It seems like there's no other. Yes, keep that. Okay, good. It does seem like there's no other questions for, I don't know, dating, relationships. It's like, I like to think I know my shit. At least I know some. I can I can pull. I've I can't stop people from falling in love with me. That if somebody figures out how to do that, please let me know. Seem fun at all. I love this song by Hakuma Numine. Hey Toby, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, is the video player working for you? Cause it's busted for me.
Yeah, it's broken for me too.
Shit. Okay, that was one segment down. Um, what do we want to go on to next? I'm gonna I'm gonna maybe that better. A little. God, I love the glowing. Ah, God, why the elbow though? Oh, right. My my expressions. Okay, so I will have to do an update to the model. That's fine. I right here. Yeah, that's fine for the camera angle. Uh Okay, so what do we want to move on to next? We can talk about the strike, the Canada Post strike. We got the alt-right. I do also want to ramble about trans kids for a little while. Um, there's also a get VTuber Get to Know Me that I recently posted, and it's only got 11 likes. I thought it might be fun to go through. Maybe have it like a little AMA as well. Chat, thoughts? Oh, okay. I didn't push my chair in. I kept bumping into it. I'm like, why the fuck do I keep bumping? The order that title is, besides that, is fine. Well, I normally put like the bigger, what I consider the bigger segments in the title, and those are the ones I would tend to leave for later, for when more people show up. Because what you mentioned should be first. Because, like, if I mention something that is like a hot topic that lots of people want to listen to, I kind of want to get as much watch hour as I can, get the average views up as much as possible. So I tend to put the popular segments towards the end. I am a dick. Am I showing your avatar?
I'm just saying hello.
No, it's all good.
But if no one says anything, I vote for the strikes.
You want to hear about the strikes?
Yeah, I want the update.
Okay, it's going to be a little trickier for me to do the strikes. Because, like, I was going to use the internet, but it does not want to work. Also, my hood is invisible. Is it because I edited? Oh, I got to change the hair cross sections. And my... What the fuck is with my arm?
The
Okay,
arm, the elbow, look at go.
seriously, which is better? Okay, you guys saw my track. This doesn't count. Okay, which elbows are better? Because, like, these are, like, they stay in, but I can't flap my elbows at all. But they're not flailing around as much as with the actual fucking trackers. Eto, eh. Okay, I want to actually. Fuck. I gotta. There? Yeah, that's not bad. Uh. Step over to the chat side. It's not bad. I mean the thing that would be a lighter thing. I just I just did a lighter thing, the dating advice. Okay. Man, cuz I got so many tabs. Oh, right. That was also something I was going to talk about, but it's a pain in the ass. Maybe I should just do trans teen here. Uh, Idea on how to pass. That's broad, especially when there's trans masculine, trans feminine. Also, I tend to keep my community to 18 plus, FYI. I'm not going to stop you from appearing in chat. I wouldn't want to do that. But don't join the server if you're under 18. Because if we find out you're under 18, then you're banned for life. I think it should be light, heavy, light, heavy. So then the next one's going to be heavy.
I agree to Sushi on that one.
Way too Susie? What?
I can agree with Sushi on that. Light,
Oh,
heavy,
yeah.
light, heavy.
Yeah, like I don't want to be doing like heavy topics over and over and over. That's just depressing. Canada Post, I don't think it's really a heavy topic. I think it's a lighter topic. Cuz like I looked into the strike a bit more, and they've got some plans for Canada Post that is like hopium inducing. But I mean, as long as they get the funding and approval to do it. Let's see, how to pass, how to pass. There's no, like, unmod it. Do I just do slash unmod or? Okay. Oh, right there. No. Slash unmod. Do I have to capitalize it? I really hope I don't. Sweet, it's not capitalized. Where the fuck's the tab button on the VR? Oh, there it is. Well, too late now. Boop, close that. There. Thank you, Sushi. Okay, I mean, I guess in terms of a heavier subject, I don't know. You, oh, that is okay. Do you guys consider trans kids existing to be a heavy subject? I think that's going to be a little heavy. I guess I can talk about that because I'm gonna be a little pissed off about that segment. Going to do my best to remain level-headed. The other two are mad heavy. What the strikes? The strikes and my alt-right history. Yeah, I think those would be. We just did a light segment, so it'd be. Did I do a segment before Cupid's Arrow? I think that was the first. Wow, it's 8. It's 5:40. Oh, Jesus Christ! I've been yapping for a while about Cupid's Arrow. Also, I need my battery. Okay, so that Cupid's Arrow is a lighter segment, so I want to go on to a heavier segment. So alt-right, or my alt-right history, trans kids existing, or actually no, it's just those two. Those are the two I'm going to talk about. The alt-right history. Okay, I can go over my alt-right history, and then we can talk about the strikes, and then we can finish off stream with talking about trans kids and how they exist. Oh, perfect song for talking about when I was falling down the alt-right pipeline. No way? No way what? No way what? Trans kids exist? Yeah, it blows people's minds. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start off with redoing my tracking. There we go. Okay, so chat. Who here has been at risk of falling down the pipeline? Like, who has had some experience? Has anybody else? Because I definitely have. And I have heard lefties talk about how you shouldn't rehabilitate Nazis. And I half agree with that. See, I don't think you should try, like, go out of your way to try and make Nazis not be Nazis. It's not easy to do. It is extremely hard. I have tried. But former Nazis, people who have, given up that ideology, those talking points, you can definitely rehabilitate those people. I know, because if we couldn't, I wouldn't be on the left today. I was falling down the alt-right pipeline. Hey, Calm Thrill, we're talking about politics and when I used to be on the alt-right pipeline. So, in my youth, I had issues. I didn't like my position in life. I didn't like who I was as like an internal thing. And I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know anything about like trans people. It just kind of bottled up, and I built up this resentment of the world because, well, I didn't even know that I wanted to be someone else, essentially. So I tried to fit in with places. I didn't fit in with a whole lot of people. I was a social outcast a lot. And that led me to 4chan. That was not a particularly pride-filled time of my life. Fucking the first time I popped on 4chan, I I I saw a picture of animal gore as like the top post of the board I checked. And I was like, no. Why do people go here? And I left. And then a few weeks later, I went back to the board. It became a regular place for me to find funny pictures, to find some kind of social interaction with people that seem to get my humor, animal gore notwithstanding. I've never been a fan of that. And slowly, it just kind of started with edgy jokes. And the edgy jokes kept continuing. They got edgier. I've said plenty of things I am so thankful I was not online to have said. Because, like, y'all would have hated me. I hated who I was. It's hard to know you want to be someone else when you don't know about that someone else. Yeah, essentially. But my experience with the alt-right and falling down the pipeline, or starting to anyways, that actually has nothing to do with my gender transition, aside from pre-transition, I was resentful of the world and needed an outlet. I somehow found community in 4chan, and I started making edgier jokes. More and more. Goddamn chest. So, yeah, the jokes got worse and worse, and edgier, and the reason I am no longer following that pipeline is mainly one person. Just one person whose opinion I valued was like, hey, your jokes are just kind of racist. And I was like, but I'm just making jokes though. Oh yeah, but what's the punchline? That that black people exist? And it wasn't exactly a conversation like that, but it was little things. That was a turning point. It turned into a turning point where I'm like, that's literally all these jokes are. It's just the edge. It's just the bigotries. It's just the humor in a thin veneer of comedy. And I started to realize that it was pushing me down this terrible place. And it's like, I shouldn't be. This is not who I want to be. I know I don't want to be who I currently am. I know I don't want to become who I'm becoming. So what can I do? I just I stopped going to 4chan. I kind of stopped hanging out with friends that were making a little too many Hitler jokes. I kind of wanted to just part ways with that. And then eventually I found community. I found people that, just kind of helped reinforce my leftist thought. The biggest solidifier in that was actually my wife, because she was the reason I started getting more and more aware of politics and started listening to political YouTubers and really realized that you can be who you want to be. You don't have to be what you're stuck with. And I was stuck with the guy's body. Thankfully, with hormones and, well, right now it's just hormones. I'm waiting for surgery. But with just that, with just realizing who I want to be and then taking steps to be that, I've solidified myself with personal freedoms. And what stands in opposition to personal freedom the most? A dictator. And if I didn't have that one friend who just gently nudged me away from it, not even like, you're fucking racist, dude. No, it was just, hey, you're getting a little racist. That's it. That's all it took, because I valued his opinion. So I don't think we can rehabilitate any Nazi you run into. But I do think if you have a friend already and you start noticing signs that they're starting to gather Hitler particles, there is a chance to be like, hey, I care about you. I see the writing on the walls. I see where it's going, and I don't want to be a part of that. So if you want to keep following this path, I'm done. And sometimes that's what is needed. But I don't think there is something else with these fucking communities, these alt-right normalizing communities. They will tell you that the outside world, those others, they will never accept you for these jokes. Now that you've even just now that you've made some, you'll never be accepted. The internet never forgets. But yeah, the internet never forgets. But there are people who will accept change. It's seriously, if there are people watching this right now that are like, I I don't like these. I'm not wanting to go down these jokes, but is there a community where I can talk with people that I make edgy jokes? My community, I'm cool with them. Here's the thing: if they're punching up, just racist jokes, that's punching down at a minority that's already being oppressed. But saying "Heat the Rich" or oh fuck, that Ocean Gate thing with the submarine that oopsie. Yeah, that my thumbnail for that was fucking hilarious. It was a meatball sub with 5 meatballs split in half, overlaid on top of the picture of that sub before it, but yeah, you punch up with your jokes. I like edgy jokes. I don't like punching down low hanging fruit. It's just boring. Like, it's always the same with them too. Like, how do they not get tired of it? But you can make a lot of hungry guillotine jokes. Well, I mean, they are trying to crack down on that more because Luigi, but well, free Luigi. I don't know. There there is a massive alt-right problem just in the world, and there are a lot of avenues that kind of funnel people towards the alt-right. We need to be able to counteract that. We need to be able to pull people away, because if we can't pull them away, then I don't know if I can say it on Twitch. I think that's how that segment ends. Cuz I'm coming up dry with other stuff to say. Should I turn the elbow tracking back on? Wait, how long was that segment? I don't know.
But
Pardon?
yeah,
Turn the elbows back on? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look weird for a sec.
If it will work this time.
That's a big if. Cause like the elbow good lord, the elbows. Oh my god. Christ though. There. Okay, set those down. You gonna draw me like one of your French girls, chat? Wait, that's not facing the right way. Okay. Now time for the other elbow. Eh. Okay, 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. Wait, was this left or right? The right. Fuck.
Like you are desperately trying to pull something.
What?
It looks like you're desperately trying to pull.
Oh my god. I'm trying to attach the tracker to my right arm using only my left hand to fit the Velcro strap through the loop. And holy shit, is it hard to do when you can't see. And it's with your non dominant hand. But I am a shining golden god. Hey, Gotham. My cat loves to get in my face when I'm putting on my VR full body tracking. He wants to help. As long as he doesn't knock it off. Oh my god, Gotham. Okay, now we can talk about the strike. Fuck. Gotham, please. I will give you attention if you let me just put this on. Fuck. Okay. Got my trackers back on. Hello, hello, Mari. Welcome in, welcome in. Fuck. Now my lenses are all blurry. Full? Okay, cool. Also, thank you about the Nittos in the background. I didn't do the art, but like those are just the hey goth. Oh my god, boy. Okay. Okay. Hey Gotham. He's literally reaching over the bed, pawing at my stomach. Boy needs to be held. Wow, the
Demands
tracking
huggy.
looks weird. He does demand huggies. He demanded uppies. And like if you saw his face, you would know. You just can't say no to this boy. Okay, hop down. Okay. Oh right, I want to show you. Boop. I believe it was Ken Sugimori art that I just took and then made line art of. And then once the line art was made, I actually modeled it in 3D. In oh shit. Okay. I actually modeled it in 3D, so if you come up here and get up close, I don't know how well it translates into video, but like you can see
Oh
they're actually 3D
wow.
modeled. Hey Nessie.
Hey. I'm just had a dance event.
Wait,
Gonna
what
be
was
at
that?
another event in like an hour.
Oh shit. Really? Okay, where do I want to set the camera?
How is everything?
So far so good. How about you?
I'm okay.
Oh my god, did you hear about the new slime update coming next?
The version 16. Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
did.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I need it
Yeah,
so bad.
yeah, the like the drift conversation thingy they're working on. That looks really promising.
Yeah, like literally solving drift. I didn't think that was possible. Turn everyone down. S so loud. Oh shit. Where's OBS? How's that? Can you say something, Nessie, please? That's better. Turn down just a teeny bit. Okay. As long as you keep them clothes on, I don't care.
Yeah, no worries.
Both of them sound so loud that you're peaking. You was sound peaking. Yeah. Okay, that's fixed now. All right, full reset time. Because I just turned my elbows back on because I'm having issues. Okay. That's... It's working. Ish. Should I recalibrate? In VRChat too? Probably. There we go. God. Hey, Nessie, do you know it? God damn it. Do you know any
Yeah.
avatar creators that work with AudioLink?
None that come to my head, but
Damn.
I do know a few in general. There's one called Spacey Nerd. I think, yeah. That like some of my booth site friends use that
Oh,
avatar
okay.
creator.
God
Hmm.
damn. Tracking. Seriously, it's hard for me to tell which is better, with the elbows or without. Or is it just the model itself fucking up?
Mm.
Putting my elbows next to each other and they're swinging so far. It's like extra exaggerated movement. I don't get it. But Sushi, is the audio balanced now? I hope so. By the way, it didn't turn anyone down at all. What? Oh. Okay, now try saying something.
Hello.
That wasn't picked up by that at all.
Hmm. Hmm. Weird.
Okay, is that? Cause like it's the setting is changing, and why is that not actually popping up? Oh. Okay, now try saying something. The levels aren't popping up. It's supposed to capture VRChat. I think the sound is through the game. Nessie and Toby here are both through the VRChat game. And I can hear them just fine. If
You think you have to capture the audio from VRChat.
Yeah, no, like I have a thing that's dedicated to capturing the video for VRChat, and then I also made a
Mm,
separate audio track specifically for VRChat. And it's not
mm,
picking it up with the
weird.
audio track.
Weird.
Window VRChat. Ugh. Cause like there's only one that's VRChat. Do I have to like literally do it in game? Oh, excuse me, sore throat. Maybe now? Please say something. Like, is Toby good too? Or
Sounds better now.
maybe I turn down just voice volume. Just drop it down to 75%. Hopefully that fixes it. Oh yeah, it sounds fine.
Sound better.
Am I sick? No, I have nasal polyps. So it sounds like I have a cold. How can you help me after stream if I'm not going to have other people in VRChat to, balance the levels? Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. Okay, so now I guess it's time we talk about the strike. Will it let me, though? The fuck is glass panel forms for streamer bot? Shit. Where the fuck did it go? It was just here. Oh, there it is. Oh, gross. It's so tiny. Okay, please don't crash. Please, for the love of God, don't crash. Switch over to here. Studio mode. Switch over to screen. Oh my God. I forgot to set up screen share. Fuck.
Take your time.
Move. Oh, I love this fucking song. But it's been harder and harder to listen to Cottontail these days. But she does need to get her money. Fuck, man.
What happened?
Oh, she's just partnered with GamerSups, and I do not like GamerSups at all. Right, add group,
I
add
mean,
existing.
yeah. Speaking of, something similar happened with the person behind the Stop Killing Games movement. Ross Scott of Chris Farms.
Wait, what happened with Ross?
Like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here.
Oh,
To be fair.
fair. I have
Um,
not heard anything
what
about him.
he was on, like, the Side Scrollers podcast.
The what?
Oh, yeah, the one with Stuttering Krang that became the one that became a like a right winger mm, to like Grift. He
I
used to be he used to be part of Screw Attack and like he like the same company like they that used to like upload some AVGN episodes for a long time.
huh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and the podcast they brief like in the same podcast like that Ross was in. Like they briefly talked about Kirsch and like they were like positive about it, but Ross had no idea what they were talking about. Yeah, he just wanted to get like he wanted us to talk about Scott killing games that much. That's why I'm giving him the benefit
Okay.
of the doubt.
Yeah, maybe he's just not aware.
Yeah,
I need to double
yeah,
check something.
yeah,
Boop. Okay.
yeah. That's what I'm betting on.
Wait, no, the spout stays on. Right, that's what I gotta do different. Okay, I'm gonna grab my camera. Ah, fuck. Oh my god. Okay, I need this camera up close to me. Let go, please, for the love of God. Well, it's a stream without scuff, right? Yeah, we'll show the full Nittos. Or at least as full of the Nittos as we can. Without having, like, any of those fucking... Okay, First lens visibility. Second mask. World off. Okay, so now you guys are seeing my VRChat view. And that is working. It's going to show the YouTube screen. Or the Internet Explorer. Oh my god, the Microsoft Edge. Living on the edge. I'll stop. Okay, so recently I talked about Canada Post going on strike again, and we support striking workers around here. When workers say they want more money from a company, the answer is yes. Okay, so initially, when I had heard of the last strike, because there was a strike last year, I just had assumed that the workers got what they wanted, but no, actually they were pushed back into work without actually, getting what they needed, what they wanted. Ba, ba, ba. And just recently, talking about hit record, right? Yes. Just recently, after I recorded my last segment, there's an article that came out that was Canada Post declines union's 2-week extension offer. Wait, no, I need to go back into VRChat. God, my elbows. Why? Okay. Shit. Here we go. God, this is so hard to work with. Anyways, CTV News put out this article 21st. I'm not going to read through the entire article, but it's basically that Canada Post doesn't want to keep talking with the union. They just want them to go back to work. And a big thing that they talk about is how or at least a bit. I don't know if it's in this article specifically, but there's something that's regularly brought up. It's how it's like unsustainable as a business to run a post office, and it's like no shit. A postal office shouldn't be seen as a business. Oh yeah, we'll get to that one. But a postal service is a service. We kind of rely on that for a lot of stuff. And it's I I thought the whole point of nationalizing the postal service was to not run it as business, to get rid of the profit motive. Because what happens when a nationalized service industry starts to go bankrupt that we rely on? The government gives them some more money. They just inject funds. They do it a lot. But this, I think it's the Crown Corporation or something, Canada Post, is trying to cut back as much as they fucking can on already previously established things. And in their 2024 strike, in their last strike, they were pushed back to work in an attempt to keep services running because they did most definitely not get what they were asked. The workers did not get what they were asking for. They got forced back into work, and seriously, they got forced back into work. They didn't get their raises. They didn't get any of that, and they were just promised more time to negotiate while not disrupting service. So this time, what they're doing is the union, the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, has called for an overtime ban as company and workers fail to reach their agreement, not ingredients. Essentially, what this means is during the 9 to 5 regular workday shift, Monday to Friday, postal services are still going through. To my knowledge, anyways. But the workers are not going to be working more than 8 hours in one day or 40 hours in a week. So they do their 5 days, 9 to 5, nothing more. Even if there's parcels left over. I'm personally okay with that. Frankly, I would have been okay with, disrupting the postal service completely to get what they want. But goddamn, do I not trust the liberals to just inject their power. Now, here's an article that's a lot of fear-mongering, that's trying to sway the public, at least in my opinion, away from the striking or support of the striking workers. The title of the article is Ongoing Strike Threat Could Push More Customers Away from a Struggling Canada Post. Well, yeah, if there's going to be a strike, if you're aware of a strike coming up, you're not really going to want to rely on the service given the strike. However, I don't think that should be seen as a bad point towards the strikers, because that's what a strike is supposed to do. It's supposed to disrupt. And it also just leads back into my problem that they're looking at Canada Post as a business, not a service. Yeah, struggling Canada Post. It's not profitable, but it's the postal service that I thought our tax dollars went to. Do people not see the problem here? I know the corporations don't see the problem here. They see the problem is that the drones are not working. They need to work again, and they don't deserve more money. They hate the workers. Because if they actually cared about their workers, they would be, giving them what they need. Anyways, I did have to stumble upon this. Thank you, Steve Boots, for actually finding it. But these are what I was able to find for what the Crown Corporation is trying to change the current terms and conditions of employment, basically the union contract. And what they're trying to do is pay for the employees' actual time worked. Rate of pay will be the same as the day before the implementation of the new terms and conditions, which means no raises. Cancel additional allowances. I don't know what that really means, but I would assume it would be something like gas allowance for the trucks, because I'm willing to bet at the post office they don't have gas stations there to fill it up. They have to go to like a gas station. So it makes sense that the driver would just fill it up. Though I don't think they should fill it up out of their own pocket. That should be a company thing. But I don't know if that's the actual allowances. Anyways, overtime. In exceptional circumstances where overtime is required, paying overtime at the rate of 1.5 times the regular hourly rate. That is what should be standard, in my opinion. But it's also not what I really have the issue with. Vacation and other leave. Here's where I start getting super red flags. They want to cancel all vacation leave. Employees who obtain approval to remain off would be on leave without pay. No more vacation time. No, people need their vacations. I speak with experience as someone who has not taken a vacation in literal years. They require management approval for all new or pre-approved requests for leave not required under the Canada Labour Code. If approved, non-legislated leave would be without pay. They don't want to pay their employees. They want to make all union pay or all union leave unpaid. So local joint health and safety committee activities would continue to be paid as required. Okay, at least the health and safety people are still being paid to do their thing. The pensions. Consider any period of time employees are not working during a labor disruption as non-pensionable times. They're going after the pensions with this one. They're really trying to force them back into like not striking to, because they just want, I think it was a 19% raise. There's also 2 pages. So the benefits would be the discontinuation of benefits, including their health care plan, including prescription drug coverage, the dental care, vision and hearing, disability insurance claims with date of disability on or after the effective date of these terms and conditions, and adoption and maternity allowance. Like, these people don't even want you to have families. Like, the whole point of maternity leave, maternity pay, even for cases of adoption, is to help new families have the time to get together, get their ducks in a row, so that they know what they're doing. That's like the whole fucking point of it. And like it sounds like they're just wanting to cut all benefits, which is fucked up. Personally, I think every single benefit should be human right. Your health care, your dental care should be part of your health care. Mental health should be part of your health care. Vision and hearing should be part of health care. Disability insurance claims, those should still go through. We need to actually help disabled people or people with disabilities. Stop paying STDP, short-term disability program. I'm not actually sure what this is. Stop paying STDP claims with the date of disability prior to the implementation of new terms and conditions. Okay, so you have to not accept claims with the after. Oh, so they're just cutting the disability program. That's what they want to do. They just want to cut any sort of benefit to their employees living with disabilities. That's fucking great. Have all new pending and approved injury on duty claims paid directly by the applicable workers' compensation boards in accordance with their respective legislation. Well, at least if you get hit by a fucking car on the job, you'll still get paid for that. Union dues. Not collect union dues and union insurance deductions. Goddamn knows. It's bugging the shit out of me. It's probably bugging you guys too. Cease all union fund payments. Yeah, they just want to weaken the union with this. That's literally what they're trying to do. At least that's what. Pardon? Yeah, I hate this push for privatization, especially over like services we rely on. Especially when they're claiming that, oh, it's not sustainable as a business. We need to increase profits, we need to increase revenue, that kind of shit. But we've just been looking at we've been looking more towards the corporation side of things. What about the union? What does the union have to offer? Well, for starters, they've got their hands off my post office campaign. Basically, they are mad that essentially the Canada Post is trying to privatize so that private companies would own it and control it rather than the Canadian federal government. Glad Nessie brought that up because it sounds similar to what the Trump admin wants to do with the UPU. Yeah. But like these people the corporation is pushing their drastic cuts and they list those cuts as closing post offices, ending door-to-door delivery. Like that's pretty fucking huge. Nobody is going to want to go out of their way to go pick up their mail. They will go to another service. And it would probably be privatized. It's if we have the service, just pay them, Canada. Fuck. Expanding community mailboxes. Oh, okay. So instead of having to go to a post office, it would just be like a bigger postal box in an area. That's not sketchy as fuck at all. Outsourcing to franchises. So like, they don't want to do the delivery themselves. They want to make Amazon do it. Cuz that's going to save money. And even privatization. I do not want services to be privatized. It is pretty straightforward. But there's a lot more reading that can be done regarding this hands off my post office campaign. What was their website? Was it just hands off my post office? Go to cupw.ca and you'll find it within the campaigns and issues. I will also link it. But that's also not it. What is their actual plan? A little website called deliveringcommunitypower.ca is that plan. They have plans for new services and communities, financial inclusion for everyone, plans to fight climate change. That should be a huge thing for people, and green jobs for the future, which also kind of ties into fighting climate change. But let's look into it a little bit. Give me 1 second. Mute. Unmute. Okay, there. I just had to make sure my mic was unmuted. Because I went to blow my nose, and it's now a pain in the ass to blow my nose. Okay, what are these services they're wanting to do? Postal banking. So instead of having to rely on big banks, especially out in rural areas where they don't have a lot of banks, being able to do your banking at the post office, that's that would help so many people's lives. And they would get money for them. Elder check-ins. That is a huge thing that could literally save lives. Just have the postman say, "Hey, check in on things. Check in on grandma." The the goddamn post office as a high-speed internet provider. Like, I believe they say it in here, but these guys want the internet to be a human right, which I agree with. The internet is the collective knowledge of mankind. How is it not a human right to have access to it? Because people prefer to look at titties and cat pictures? That's not an argument. Let people should be able to have access to the internet. Even out in fucking I don't know, Yorkton, Saskatchewan. Real words, real place. Anybody? Yeah, there's Newfoundland. Um, anybody else think it might be a good idea to have affordable food delivery? Like, some people can't make it to a food bank. And, well, we all need to eat. Post office or postal workers, they drive around to every house in the area. They could drop off some groceries for you. Probably shouldn't be like produce, but non-perishables, that kind of thing. I, yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be like tying all of this into the post office. They want electric vehicle charging stations at their post offices. Think about that. An actual place to charge electric vehicles in like every town or almost every town across the country. I don't know why the corporations are pushing back against this. Actually, I do know. Because they want their money. They don't want to fund this. They don't want they don't care about making people's lives better. They don't care about making the postal service or postal office a community hub to host things like flea markets, book clubs. Pardon? Yeah, they absolutely want to keep people on fossil fuels, even though that's a finite resource. Shout outs to the post office, 100%. But yeah, the postal office could be something amazing. And how are they planning on fighting climate change? Personally, I think we should be calling it the climate crisis, because at this point we can't stop it. We can only prepare for the worst. Canada Post wants to have a fleet of union-made electric vehicles, creating creating green jobs in Canada and using far less resources. They also want to put solar panels on the top of the buildings of Canada Post buildings. That would be pretty big too, putting solar panels on more buildings. Expand the use of Canada Post as consolidated last mile delivery to ease congestion and pollution in our cities caused by, in part, by too many delivery trucks that aren't full to capacity. That makes sense. Yeah. Because it's honestly a huge waste of gas and it puts all that gas into the atmosphere. When you've got it puts all that more gas into the atmosphere. When you're sending out trucks multiple times, half full. You could do one trip full, put out less gas. Did you know that Canada Post operates the largest vehicle fleet in the country? That's a huge footprint and huge opportunity. And yeah, Canada Post could be leading things in such a wonderful direction. If they are just given the funds to do it, Canada could be a leader on the world stage in renewable energy. Is it going to be perfect? God, no. Is it going to be better than what we have now? Down the road. It's getting there. It's absolutely getting there. Support your local unions. Go support the CUPW. As far as I'm aware, the strike still continues. Hopefully, we don't have the government stepping in and forcing them back to work. That is right now my biggest concern. Like, they want to be paid more, yes, but they also have plans to make things so much better for Canadians. Like, honestly, it's not going to impact me a ton. Like, I already have my internet. I can go to the grocery store myself. But there are hundreds of thousands, I'm betting, maybe millions. I don't know. But there's a ton of people in Canada who would absolutely benefit from this service if these proposed or planned changes take place. And then make their lives better, make them use and rely on the postal service more. Isn't that what the Crown Corporation wants? Or do they just want the money? Yeah, I think that's how that segment's ending. Okay. Excuse me. I think all I have. Pardon? Thank you. I think all I really have left to talk about is trans kids existing. I mean, I guess I could do the VTuber get to know, but I mean, what time are we at? Just under 3 hours. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I want to go for like a 4 or 5 hour stream or something. But I mean, I got plans for when we're going to be doing future streams. It'd be nice to actually, dance. But I'm getting a little bit more confident in my dancing. But I need booze for that. God damn. Why is my chest like this? Should I? I'm gonna do a reset. Okay. I don't know what to end on after trans kids. Okay. Let's see what. Oh, I can just step over here and adjust. I don't want to block Nessie. Ugh. Oh, big stretchy. God. Next stream, I think I am going to do a gaming stream. I don't know what day it's going to be, so keep your eyes peeled, keep notifications on. If you want to show up and chat, if you just want to listen to the VOD, then just wait for it to be done, I guess. I'm debating whether or not I want to actually continue my Nuzlocke. Because I am going to continue that at some point. But for next stream, Nuzlocke, 7 Days to Die. Yeah, because there's a VRM mod. And I can look like this in 7 Days to Die killing zombies. Alrighty. Thanks for stopping by. Eh. God, the elbow's terrible. Have fun. She's gonna go dancing. But not my kind of dancing, like what most people think when... Oh, I can't even do that. What most people think when you hear VRChat dancing. It's popular, but it's not the kind I'm personally after. I like clubs, raves. Turns out I'm a party girl. I did not expect that one. When I started transitioning, I did not expect to be a party girl. But here we are. Okay, where do we want to start with trans kids existing? So I am definitely going to be talking about Niara. I stopped recording, right? Good. I think I'll give it a little bit more time. I don't have a drink. I kind of want to go get one. And I don't want to take off my headset. God, I need to figure out how to get Vignon to get because like I've been okay, here's something I've been working on that Nizua started working on. I'm trying God damn it. I'm trying to set up Beat Saber to be able to stream that because well you would be able to see that as a regular stream from me. I love Beat Saber. But when I'm streaming it, I want it to be, my avatar. Not just Danny avatar. Was this the updated one? Yes, it was. The audio link is not currently on, but you can see the lights glowing, like on the thighs or on the thigh highs. But like the ears, they glow. My feet glow. And then there's parts on like the jacket as well that lights up. But I need it to or no, for Beat Saber, I can set audio link so that it's listening to Beat Saber. So it'll match up with that. But my problem is when I get into Vignon, it doesn't carry over the hands, which for the controllers, or the headset. It doesn't carry that over. So, fucking... That's a pain in the ass. Otherwise, I do have full body with VNeon. I think what would fix it is if I had 3 more trackers. I'd need one for like where my hands go, and then one for the head. Or if I could just have VNeon piggyback the tracking from SlimeVR. Because it reads my SlimeVR. I can use my legs in VNeon, but when I'm moving my arms, it's 100% the elbow and they're completely straight. The only thing moving my controllers does is the hand rotation, not position. And it's annoying. But God, I love this avatar. I want it to work right. But the video players are broken. So I can't use audio link right now. At least not in VRChat. But this is what I want to use when I'm playing Beat Saber. God. Oh, thank you. I like it. Let's see. Do we just want to pop in the last second? Which one was... Was this the updated version? Sick. Because I have like a bunch of different avatars for myself, but they're not all updated with this look. So it's like, which one do I use? I go over to this one and... Oh. Oh. What the? Them both. Which one was different? Right! Okay, so this one, this avatar, is good rated, so I can go use it in a club with 80 people and not get kicked out. However, this one is rated poor because I have these. I love these so fucking much. These will be a redeem. Wait, can I... Make a heart. But yeah, when I do hit Twitch affiliate, I'm thinking I will put in... there's a couple redeems I'm going to put in. Can you guys see my hands easily with that? No. Okay, good to know for dancing anyways. That's fine. But there will be a couple redeems I'm going to add in. It's going to be dance time and flow dance time. Flow dances will be with this. But first I need to hit affiliate, and then I also need to, fix audio link. Because what I want to be able to do is just have, like, I have my Spotify playing on Twitch right now for all the YouTube watchers, so when I'm live on Twitch, I'm going to have music over there. So, it'll be nice to be able to do shit. I'm just getting so distracted watching these. I gotta stop using this avatar. I say as I continue to use the avatar and move shit. Maybe I should be tested for ADD. Wait, no, not that one. Thank God I don't have, like, I accidentally clicked on my spicy model, but by default, it's always closed. Just in case something like that happens, I accidentally click on it and load it up. Because, like, I really don't want to risk that. God, tracking? Jesus Christ. Like, is it... I think it's just a fucking VRM problem. Let's see. Because, like, this avatar is pretty fine. Is it? I guess the elbows are fucked up. But I'm a hot dog. Hot dog. What else was I thinking? Okay, Broly chick. Oh, shit. Chick Broly from Dragon Ball. There. Like, the chest is where it should be. Well, more or less. If I had, like, bigger titties IRL, I wouldn't be. But, like, resting my hand on my thumb. My shoulders. Shoulders are a little small. Hips. Not bad, actually. His proportions are nice. The chest doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of the goddamn tracker. I seriously don't know what it is. But here we are. This is the world we live in. Huh? Oh. Yeah, because I can't really see my feet most of the time. Usually I go over to the... Bad. Usually I go over to the big communal mirror right over there. Oh, there's also a mirror right here. Boom. Oh, flying. Boop. Okay. So usually I have to go to a mirror and then check with my feet. Am I clipping through the ground? Am I not? God, I don't know about you guys, but I've been listening to a fuck ton of Baby No Money. Not like an unhealthy amount, but I've been listening a lot. Sorry about that, chat. Wait, he's Canadian? Huh. I thought he was American. Oh, right. Flying. But yeah, Baby No Money is playing right now. That's because you're not watching on Twitch. Because I'm playing music through my Spotify and routing it to Twitch, but not YouTube. Yeah, like you'll hear it on stream, but you can't really listen to my music with me. Can you? Maybe if you went on to Discord and like clicked on my profile, you might be able to click listen along. But I don't know how to set it up so like people in VRChat can listen to the music I'm listening to. Okay. Jams exist. I prefer marmalade. But I guess that is a type of jam. Okay, last segment, and then I guess we call it for the stream. Because I'm not sure what else I'm going to do today. Now, just how the fuck do I start this segment? Like, it's going to keep bothering me. My tracking's just going to keep bothering me. Fuck, seriously. How do I start this? Man, I got a lot of thoughts too. Recently, a YouTuber, a VTuber, who I like to watch, came under fire for some what I consider to be milk toast, some plain takes, and that was that trans kids exist. A long story short of it, because I'm not going to go into detail about what happened, was this VTuber I like, Niara, put out a video, trans kids exist, and it got picked up by Asmongold, and he disagreed, which led to his audience, I'm assuming, just going after Niara a ton, led her to have she took a hiatus. There is details if you want to get into it. I'm not getting into it here. What I want to talk about is the subject itself. Trans kids. They they existed. We exist. And here's the thing. When we say we want kids to be able to transition, it's not that we're trying to convert cis kids into being trans. No, if your son wants to be a son, I wouldn't want to change that. But if your son wants to be a daughter, let him try it out. Like, the earliest memory I have that I can think of with, not really fitting in with the boys was, I think it was actually, I can't remember how early it was. It was around 5 years. It might have been 4 or 6. I don't remember. I do remember that as a family gift, we got a Super Nintendo from a friend or a family friend. And on that Super Nintendo, we had Mario Kart. First game I've ever been able to pick what character I want to be represented as. Can you guess who I picked? For those that don't know, the only female character in that game, in the original Mario Kart, is Peach. And I would play Peach. Oh, she's faster. And then I would get made fun of for picking the girl character. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll fit in. I'll be fucking Donkey Kong. I'll be Bowser. That's who I'll be. And it just kind of compounded issues. Well, it didn't really compound issues. It led to future issues. Like, at one thing I am genuinely curious for the conservative response about is what, hypothetically, let's say we have someone who was assigned male at birth. They're born with the penis. People assume they're male. They're male. That's how they live their life up until 13. And then as they start entering puberty, they develop breasts. Gynecomastia. It's pretty common, actually, or somewhat common, that guys can grow titties. they're not always the same as, or they're not always as big as as cis women's, but like it definitely just wasn't me being a chubby kid. No, I mean hypothetical. Hypothetical. Anyways, developed actual breasts, like they B cup, C cup, get into that range at 13, 14 as a guy. So the option, most people seem to think it's totally fine to get for a boy to get a breast reduction in that case. But what if that boy wasn't actually a boy? Didn't align with the male gender roles? What if that surgery was the biggest regret of their life? What if I didn't spoil this a little bit ago, but this isn't a hypothetical. This is me. This was my growing up, my first puberty. I developed that. I was mocked for it. Why doesn't Briley have to wear a shirt? Like, I was ostracized. The only path available to me that I was told about was breast reduction surgery. And I got it. The first time I looked in a mirror after that surgery, I should have realized. But I didn't. I stood looking at the mirror, flat chest, flatter as a board. Fucking. I felt nothing. I recognized the face in the mirror less. Biggest regret of my life. It's led to multiple mental health issues. If that wasn't the cause, it was at least very fucking inconvenient. But I think, personally, hot take, I don't think any kids should be having surgeries. But I think kids should be allowed to transition. Had I been allowed to transition had I known I could have transitioned, or had I known I could transition at 13, 14, I start developing a chest, something I'm internally excited about, a different kind of body than I expected. I'm not necessarily fitting into this exact male gender role. Is there another option? You can cut tits off. Oh, okay. That's my only option. I guess I just don't want to be ridiculed. It didn't work. Didn't work at all. But here I am today, understanding who the fuck I am, understanding where I want to go. I wish I all I needed when I was 13, 14 was just trying out a new name. Just trying out different clothes and puberty blockers. The chest coming in, I already had what I had downstairs, and honestly, I'm not bothered by that at all. And honestly, given given the hub's search popularity, I don't think other people mind it either. Some people are just huge bitches about it, like pineapple on pizza. But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. Just some trying a different name, trying some other pronouns, trying some different clothes. And puberty blockers, which are fully reversible, just ask any major medical institution, unless you don't trust those. And if you don't trust the people who dedicate their lives to researching, who do you trust? A Gamergate-esque sweaty dude who used a dead rat as an alarm clock? He's going to be your moral authority about what people should do with their bodies? It's disgusting. And the fact that a VTuber that I like, that I love to watch, has been pushed into a hiatus just over just this, it's maddening. And then there's platforms like YouTube, and I don't know what other ones. I'm not paying that much of attention, but primarily YouTube that I know. They're rolling back protections against hate speech towards gender diverse people, towards minorities. They're YouTube seeing the writing on the wall, and then they're adding their own little bit. Why? And what is the end game for all these people? Genuinely. Because the only conclusion I can come to, and I know there are people that will disagree with me on this, is they just want to eradicate us. They want us to stop existing. They want to never hear about any trans person ever again. But that's not going to happen. You could kill every single trans person today, and there would still be more in the future. Look back into history. There are multiple cases of people doing their best to try and make their body align with their gender, or at least make their public perception align with their gender. I believe, I can't remember if they were Greek or Roman, but Elagabalus, I've mentioned her before on stream. An empress that was like one of the first people to ever try and search for gender affirming surgeries, gender affirming care, that kind of thing. Thousands of years ago. And I think hundreds. I can't remember the exact dates. But if you want somebody that was documentedly non-binary, they would be upset if you called them a man or a woman. But they were the universal public friend. They wanted to be a friend to everybody. That was literally it. They didn't want to be a dick. They didn't want to be assumed to be male or female. That was it. But people have problems with it. Why do people make such a big deal about it? It's been fear-mongering. They've been trying to scapegoat. It's really it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's scapegoating because they don't want you to think about what's causing the actual problems in this world. The fucking rich. Like Elon Musk, who is dismantling American democracy. I'm not even sure if I'm being hyperbolic at this point anymore. They want to keep cutting taxes to the rich, so they keep more of their money, but life is harder for you, and that makes you frustrated, and you want to take out your frustration, but you don't know where to take it out. So you turn to entertainers who has the opinions that people care about. These days, it's fucking influencers. It's fucking streamers. It's not politicians anymore. It's not news heads. At least not for the younger people. And I'm not even talking about like kids in this instance, I'm talking about young adults, my audience. 'Cause my audience is like when I checked the analytics last, it's the majority are between, I want to say 20, like early to mid 20s, and then like 30s, early to mid 30s. That's the ballpark of most of my viewers on YouTube. Then there's a little bit in 18 to 24, and then a little bit in 35 to 45 range. That's who watches me. Not being hyperbolic, Doge is doing more harm than good these days. I don't know if they've ever done good. I'm going to be real. Every single thing I've heard about them is just dismantling it. But like, don't pay attention to Doge. Don't think about the fact that a dude who can't even sleep with a woman and has to artificially inseminate all his children is running the airlines. The one being in control of who gets to direct airplanes, air traffic. Literal lives on the risk. Literal lives on the line. And what does this even have to do with trans kids? Nothing. Literally nothing. But in the end, let kids be kids. Let them be themselves. Let them tell you who they are. Don't tell them who they are. Who wants a world full of drones, full of sheep, full of people who don't think for themselves? People I don't want to spend time with. People I don't want to talk to. That's it. Just let kids be kids. It's really that simple. But I honestly I don't know who I'm appealing to with this video. I guess lefties that don't know who I am but agree with what I have to say. Hey, hi. Thanks for watching. And then any right wingers that hate what I have to say, I don't think I can convince them. Especially not with empathy. Especially with, well, Trump and Musk and a lot of other people pushing the idea that it's bad to have empathy. That it's a weakness to care for your fellow man. No, it's not. We are stronger together. And they know that. That's why they try to divide us with topics like trans kids, like trans people in sports, like colored people drinking at the water fountain, like gays getting married. They don't want you to focus on what they're actually doing with their policies or anything. They want you to focus on what they're fear-mongering about. Just don't let them. The right loves to cry that we are in an echo chamber. I know a few people who would definitely say that about me. They would say, I'm stuck in my own echo chamber. I don't want to engage in debate. Well, I challenge you. Come on stream and talk with me about it. As best as we can get, face to face, we just talk. I don't care about arguing with people in the fucking comments section. Text is so hard to get your tone and meaning across in. Why the fuck would I give a shit about arguing in that if I'm trying to find some kind of base understanding between us? But no, call me a coward, sure. Because I don't want to argue within comments. I just want to bring people on stream and talk. And like, I'm not going to be disingenuous with it. When I brought in I've done 2 debates on this channel. And both times, I didn't just go a bigot. Oh, you're a pedo. No, I want to engage with what they have to say. I want to engage with their arguments. Because if I don't know what they're arguing, what they are arguing, how can I beat them? I want to genuinely engage with them. But I get hyperbolic in my videos when I'm talking on by myself, and I think they get scared. But I just find it funny. They say we're living in an echo chamber. I say we all have our own echo chambers. It takes the individuals to break past that, to converse with it. When the accursed Tsarist monarchy was living in the last days, it tried to incite ignorant workers and peasants against the Jews. The Tsarist police, in alliance with the landowners and the capitalists, organized programs against the Jews, and landowners and capitalists tried to divert the hatred of the workers and peasants who were tortured by want against the Jews. Lenin said that, huh? Maybe I should read theory. Nah, who am I kidding? I've read it all. Wouldn't be the first time Briley has challenged someone to an actual debate on stream. I'm not even challenging somebody directly. Because I don't think anybody will earnestly accept that. I don't think any of the bigger right-wing YouTuber personalities, I don't think they care about an honest conversation about this. I think they just want to get their licks in. They just want to attack people they don't like. That, and I'm fucking tiny. If I was bigger than Kirsch, I would probably be seeing them trying to debate me to, get a piece of the pie. To be fair, that's part of what I do. Except I'm not going after, like, Kirsch, debate me. Asmongold, debate me, debate me. No, I'm just going to keep saying you're wrong. And if they're smart, they will just keep ignoring me. I think that's how that segment ends. I'm not sure how else I'm going to end it. 7:20. Okay, yeah, I don't know how else it's going to end. I think that's a pretty good way to end it, honestly, with that very vitriolic, or not vitriolic, uh, the Giga Stacy confidence of their scared to debate me. Oh, god damn it. I just realized I'm standing behind chat mostly. Okay, I guess chat, you're going to move. Right over there. Switch to that. Cool. Pardon? Oh, God. Yeah, I think it went pretty well. Wait. Okay, there we go. Just because my battery was dying, it was starting to beep and bother me. God. I really gotta take the time and, like, properly fix my tracking. Ugh, fuck. Okay, I think this is about wraps it up. Oh my god. I just realized. I can raid people again. Who should I raid? Uh... I don't even know how many viewers I'm at. Honestly, I haven't been paying attention to it. Stream manager. Where are we at? 5 viewers? Fuck yeah, let's go. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Been a pretty nice return to Twitch. Okay, who should we say hello to? Who should we send our love to? Anybody have any streamers they like that are streaming? Let's see, let's see. Oh, you know what? You guys like Canadian politics. You want to listen to Polish politics? Um, I'm just looking at who's streaming right now and also who's around same viewership. Please don't leave. Um, new tab. Uh, da, da. If you guys don't have any suggestions, I might. I'm not sure what I'll send you at. Who you got? Oh yeah. Yeah, I recently subscribed to them on YouTube because, well, they were calling out Kirsch, and I appreciated that. I just try to raid people that are around my, um, what's it? Around same number of viewers as me. Same or less. Apparently, like the rule, or at least for some people, the rule is half your viewers plus 7. And that's rude. I don't actually know the etiquette. Let's see, let's see. I think. Wait. Is that somebody? Is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's fucking who I think it is. We're rating him. Raid channel. Okay, thank y'all for tuning in. These aren't people I'm following. In this entire list, there's one person I'm following. Similar, smaller size. No, red's not the similar, smaller size. Okay. We're going to go say hello to Vanek VT. I've known him for a while. He's a pretty chill dude. He's playing some Helldivers. Let's go say hi. Just scream beep raid. Yeah, beep raid in his chat, so he knows you're from me. Or don't. I don't care. I'm not your boss. But we're gonna raid him. Thank you all for tuning in. It was. I would say it's a pretty successful return to Twitch. Take care. Love y'all. And remember, if you can't be the sharpest tool in the shed, you can always be the hoe. Raid. Okay, let's see his reaction. 'Cause I'm still on YouTube right now. Oh, did I lag his computer? No. Okay, good. Fucking thank you guys for saying beep raid. I love you. Okay. Take care, YouTube. Pay attention for the next stream. I'm gonna go say hi to Vanix chat for a bit. And then I'm gonna go smoke weed. Because I love to do that. Take care, y'all.